Okay, so I put 2 full coats of color, and then I did a full dip of clear as my final layer of dip. Now I need to activate. I've brushed off all my nails. Let me brush them again real quick, just to make sure I've got all the excess dust off. And now I need to activate my nails so that they'll get hard, and then I'm gonna file and shape and buff. So here's the activator. You want to make sure you got plenty on the brush, and that you go along the edges really well and on the tips of your nail as well. All right. My nails are a little bit thicker today than what I normally do. A lot of times I'll just do 2 layers of clear as I'm building my apex, and then just do 2 full layers of color, and then 1 layer of clear on top. But today I've got an additional layer on, so they're a little bit thicker than usual. But I'm going to buff them down a little bit and help smooth them out so they don't look bulky. You want at least 4 layers on your nails. Otherwise, they will tend to crack and break. But I find with 4 layers, you don't want really thick layers, you want 4 thin layers, and your nails will be really strong. Alright, so I'm done activating. I'm going to let that dry really well. We'll give it about 2 minutes, and then I'll file and buff, and then we'll have to activate again, but that'll only take about 30 seconds or so to dry, and then we'll be ready for top coat, and that's it. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I filed them. I didn't need to do a whole lot of shaping, but shaping's not my best area anyway, but I wasn't changing up the shape or any length too much from my last manicure, so there wasn't a whole lot to do except for to clean up, you know, the edges and stuff from where the dip have made a little rough edge. Now some of them are still fairly thick. I feel like it's thicker than my normal, so I'm gonna use my e-file and kind of go around the edges and make sure it's not too bulky around the edges. So I'll kind of show you how to do that. Yeah. Don't let it get away from me there. I'm going to finish this up and I'll be right back in a few minutes. Okay, so I've filed my nails and I was able to get rid of some of the bulk using my e-file. Right now I'm just buffing my nails down just to smooth out the top, and then I will activate for the second time and I'll be ready to do the top coat. So yeah, it's pretty smooth. So in general, you don't want to over buff or over file your nails. You don't want to go back and take off all the layers that you put on there. Today I put one more layer than I normally do, and so it felt a little extra bulky to me, which I don't like, and so that's why I actually filed with the e-file to remove some of the bulk. Normally I don't have to do that. At most I may just clean up around the edges just to make sure that I don't have any too big of a line around my cuticles and stuff, but today I did go ahead and remove some of that bulk, but like I said, that's not normal for me. It's not normal stuff I normally have to do. I'm going to finish this up and then I'll show you the top coat and you'll see the finished product. Okay, so I'm activating for the second time. And this doesn't have to dry quite as long because your nails should already be hard. But you still want to make sure that you get around the edges real good and on the very tips of your nails, which they refer to as capping the nails. Sometimes if you have problems with breaking or cracking, chipping, or even lifting from the front end of the nail, they'll tell you make sure that you're capping, getting that activator right on the very end. Alright, so I'm done with that, so I'm just going to go back and just make sure, wipe so that I don't have any excess activator hanging on there before I do, or in the crevices before I do my top coat. Alright, so now I'm going to do my top coat. So you're going to do 2 layers of top coat. The first one doesn't have to be perfect, it's just a quick layer, and it usually dries in about a minute or so. Usually by the time I'm done with my other hand, this hand is dry. Now the second layer of top coat will take a few more minutes to dry, and that's the layer that you want to make sure to take your time and get it all nice and smooth, because that's the layer that's going to be your final product, and you want it to be all nice and shiny. Now if you do mess up your top coat, like you bump your nail into something and it gets all rough and tacky, just wait until it dries. It's not the end of the world. You can fix it. Just wait until it dries, and then you can go back and buff it down with your buffer and reactivate, and then you can do your top coat over again, and it'll be nice and shiny like it never happened. So I'm almost done with this. And y'all, my disclaimer, I am not professionally trained to do any of this stuff. I am So I just got it all over my finger right there. I am self-taught. I've watched lots of videos. I've been doing my own dip nails for about 2 years now. I stopped for a while during the first year of medical school because we have to keep our nails so short for OMM lab. And I would just get frustrated and just not even do them. And this is probably the longest my nails have been in the last year and a half because of school. But I really do love doing the dip nails. I love how long they last, how hard they are, being able to change the colors. I suck at painting my nails, so I always find that the paint, nail polish always peels off or chips off within a day or two. And you know, I don't have that problem with dip nails, so I really like using dip. But like I said, I am not professionally trained. I am self-taught, and so if anybody watching this video has been professionally trained and you see that I'm not doing something correctly, please feel free to message me or contact me and give me some advice. I'm just trying to share with my family and friends what has worked for me and the process that I've learned through trial and error and watching new YouTube videos. So I am almost done. I got 2 more fingers and we will be done with this top coat. Okay, a little bit on my skin right there. Alright. So now I'm just going to apply some cuticle oil around the sides. This cuticle oil is by QCO. I think it's QCO Cosmetics, which is funny because that's my grandmother's last name. But this company is no relation to us. Anyway, this cuticle oil is called Milk and Honey, and it smells so good. But this is great for your cuticles after the end of your manicure and any time in between before your next manicure, because they tend to get dried out and kind of rough. And this helps take care of that. Once you get your cuticle oil on there, you can just kind of rub it in around your nails, around your cuticles, and you know, spread out any excess oil or wipe it off. And that's it. So this is my new dip manicure, and good luck trying it out, and get in touch with me if you have any questions. Thanks.